prone scapular retraction, we're going to start out lifting our chin straight up. Now, we're not looking up like we would move our head if we were nodding our head yes or no. It's almost like we're trying to pull our chin backwards up towards the ceiling. So more cervical retraction instead of extension. And we're going to start out just lifting this chin up towards the ceiling. Again, making sure we're not holding our breath, breathing in and out through our nose. Then we're going to add a little bit of difficulty to this. We're going to lift our chin up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to squeeze our shoulders up off the ground. Now with this, you'll notice the only thing moving is the neck and the shoulders. Everything that's happening is from the neck and scapular retraction. We're not doing this by increasing the motion of the lumbar spine. We're not moving our shoulders through our lumbar spine. We're lifting our chin, and then we're lifting our shoulders off the ground. The third level of this is to follow along that shoulder retraction by then lifting our hands up off the ground. We're not trying to see how high we can lift our hands. We really just want to make sure our hands are coming up off the ground after the shoulders come off the ground. We just want to get them to midline, a little bit behind. We want to make sure we're getting into a neutral scapular position, a neutral shoulder position. We're going to do that again sequentially. Chin, shoulders, hands, cycle of breath, let everything down. Again, don't hold your breath. If you find yourself holding your breath, consciously counter that and exhale through any of those moments where you find yourself holding that breath. Now in this prone position, as we work into an overhead position, we're going to keep our hands in contact with the ground the whole time. And we're going to start with our hands down by our side. Once we get to overhead, we're going to alternate one arm at a time, with the opposite arm staying in a push-up position. Once we've done each side, we're going to bring both hands down to our waist level again. As we do this, we're trying to keep our hands in contact with the ground, and we're dragging our hands from our waist up to our shoulder level, and then we're pressing our hands still on the ground overhead. As we do this, we want to make sure that we're keeping our elbows pinched as tight together as we can. And once again, not holding our breath. If you find yourself holding your breath, be aware of it and exhale through it. As we get one arm into overhead, then what we can do is we can actually push that opposite hand into the ground so our shoulders are rotating towards that overhead shoulder. We can also internally and externally rotate our shoulder. We can move our forearm around. We can try and suck that shoulder up and back into more of a retracted position. Again, making sure we're not holding our breath.